Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is you're watching me. I hope you're having a great day. I apologize. I couldn't come online yesterday. I couldn't post anything. I went out with my family, and I came back exhausted, so I couldn't post anything. I just had to go to bed. But then, I had already made a video today that I was supposed to post today, but then some of the evidences that I had already attached was being used currently in a case, so I couldn't use it again because I don't want to do anything that would jeopardize that person's case. And the person told me that he would give me the consent to share everything after the case has been resolved. So I had to cancel it and then come up with another one, because the way I was going to present the third exhibit before, it was going to connect itself to some of the previous exhibits I've already released, and also connect itself to some other issues that actually needs to be addressed, that would expose a lot of things to you, and also tell you how it all connects to me. But unfortunately, I'll always put the interest of these victims first. So, in light of all those things, I then came up with another shocking evidence. See, you really need to understand the things that are going on, the under G things that are going on that we cannot even. Sometimes when I just sit down, I just do like this, because I don't know how to explain to you how messed up this thing is. Now, my fourth exhibit, my third exhibit, is it third now? Yeah, day 3. My third exhibit today is supposed to be day 4. So my third exhibit is gonna be a person. The person named Akpeji. Now, a lot of you are probably seeing this person Akpeji on Mrs. Funke's page. He has posted some things on his Facebook page, but a lot of us don't even know who Akpeji is. A lot of us don't even know who Akpeji is. Now, Akpeji Michael Onimisi. Sorry, let me find this name before I go and give him name that his mommy and daddy did not name him. Akpeji Michael Onimisi, I'm correct, is one of the few people that used to work for Daniel Kola Olukoya, the General Overseer of Mountain of Fire Miracle Ministries. Now, when I say work for, I wouldn't tell you that he has an official document that shows that he's employed, but according to him, he helps Olukoya to do his dirty jobs. Now, what are these dirty jobs? His dirty jobs include going on social media to search for anybody that speaks evil of the General Overseer, and they bombard that person's page, they terrorize that person, meeting with people when they are not really coming forth. Let's say somebody wants to expose Daniel Kola Olukoya, they go there to make sure that they do damage control. They go there to terrorize people. In fact, you will see some of his voice note that he sent. It's already on Facebook, that even came out publicly too. I'll attach the screenshot where he came out to publicly say that he used to do this, and I'll attach also the voice note. I'll attach also the voice note of where he was terrorizing and blackmailing. Is that the word I want to use? It's not blackmailing. He's harassing Mr. Ashokun, accusing him of things that did not even happen. The dirty things. But beyond that, there were certain things that Akpeji also did for Daniel Kola Olukoya. Things like, according to him, he was pimping for Olukoya. Now, all those years, when Akpeji was the golden boy for Olukoya, and he was pimping for Olukoya, because there are some pictures that Akpeji showed me. Baba Njebeta. Some pictures of women that Akpeji has introduced to your daddy. Baba Njebeta. Daddy is eating well. That I can't show. Not because I don't want to show it, but for the sake of privacy, I can't even show it. It was, according to him, it was pimping. Now, this is not me saying, he said it allegedly, that he, according to Akpeji, he was pimping for Olukoya. He would bring Olukoya women, and he was his to-go guy. To the point that he was being paid in dollars, cash, by Daniel Olukoya himself. Now, I'll be attaching videos and pictures of Akpeji displaying dollars. And I'll be telling you the year when it all happened. Now, during all these years, when Akpeji was doing all these dirty jobs for Olukoya, in fact, he even said during one of Mrs. Funke's live video that he was the one that went to meet Debbie when Debbie was forming her to get, that he was a good boy. Now, if you observe, all this time, Akpeji was in Olukoya's good book. You never heard doing those face that Akpeji was evil, Akpeji was bad. You never heard anything. It was Akpeji with his team versus Mrs. Funke Ashekun and her family. He was the good boy until the day when there was issue between Akpeji and Olukoya. Now, when there was issues, they started to break apart. And eventually, you know now, your daddy betrayed Akpeji. And because of this betrayal, Akpeji then called Mrs. Funke Ashekun to tell her that he has some evidences he wants to give to her. And he did. Now, what if I tell you that some of these evidences included videos of women in vulnerable state that the General Overseer of Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries recorded and shared to him? What if I tell you that it also included a stillborn? Now, there was a stillborn baby that died or something. Somehow, the picture got to Akpeji. It included conversations, chats, confidential chats between people and the General Overseer that General Overseer was sharing with Akpeji. And not only that, there's some things that you cannot even begin to believe. But something caught my attention because Akpeji will analyze it very, very well. Akpeji will be an exhibit. Unfortunately, when things went sour between Akpeji and the General Overseer, all of a sudden, the same church that had been his safe haven became his, you know what. And before you knew what was happening, they were releasing videos and episodes about Akpeji, calling him names. In fact, even releasing videos from his grandma saying things about him, just to soil his reputation. Now, keep in mind, this person was working hand in hand. In fact, I will share you an audio that will show you that there is a high probability that he was actually working in his office. But then I want to verify some things with Akpeji before I'll start to talk about those things. He was that close with the General Overseer himself. All those times, the Holy Spirit that was working with the General Overseer did not tell the General Overseer that this person is evil. But the moment that he betrayed Akpeji, and Akpeji then went and saw Olukoya for who he is, that was when they then came and said, Akpeji is evil. Akpeji is disturbed. Akpeji did this, Akpeji did that. But that was not even the scary part for me. The scary part was the audio that I'm going to play for you now of a king that called Akpeji and said some things. Now, this conversation is in Yoruba. I will play it. We will listen to it. I would now interpret. For those of us that are Yoruba, please listen to this audio. And then for those of us that are English, just let the Yoruba people listen to the audio first. And then I'll come back and start playing the audio and interpreting. Let's just take a moment.
Yes, sir. Mo ti gbogbo video tí mo ṣe previous one náà torúkọ yín involve àti tí mo post pé mo fẹ́ apologize sí Fúnkẹ́ Àṣekún and family torí tó fi pè yín. Gbogbo ẹ̀ mo ti delete ẹ̀ for now. Mo ti delete gbogbo ẹ̀. Ẹ lọ check ẹ̀, kọ́ lọ check ẹ̀ lójú wa ń bẹ̀. I've deleted it.
Beautiful. Mo fẹ́ kó ṣe video mi, send account number ti send.
Okay.
Mo fẹ́ kó ṣe video mi. John Torolo. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
Video rẹ̀ kí n ṣe sir.
Ó apologize fún MFM, kó apologize fún Daddy.
Sir.
Ó dẹ̀ apologize. Wálé. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
Mo ń gbọ́ yín sir.
Èmi ni mo bí ẹ o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
Ṣé mo kọ́ tó ń pè lọ́ba ṣá?
Ó bá ló ń gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó ṣe gan. Ọmọ pé mo tún pọn ilé mo ní send account number ìfi token síbẹ̀. Yóò dẹ̀ ju 50,000. And I want you to do another video. Let me explain this to you. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Now, see, if I am able to do that, send such money to you, I can take you to Daddy. Daddy no matter you me now. Nǹkan tó bá ń ṣe tí ò dá ọmọ abẹ́ wí, and the relationship will go back to how it used to be. Tí ọba dẹ̀ feel comfortable pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, ó lè fún ẹ lówó gbogbo ló fẹ́ establish rẹ̀. It's as simple as that. Bọ́ọ̀ tí ẹ fún ẹ willingly, èmi lè advise wọn. That is the kind of relationship I keep with Daddy. You may not know. I will talk to Daddy. See, if I feel comfortable with you coming around him, I could tell him that, okay, Daddy establish a from local of setting up. And you come back to MFM. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. And in that regard, whoever do my family Daddy, they can come through you. You understand what I'm saying? So let us do it, please.
Kábíyèsí.
Let us do it that way.
Ṣé mo lè sọ nǹkan kan? Ṣé mo lè sọ̀rọ̀ sir? Ẹ má bínú sir, ṣé mo lè sọ̀rọ̀? Mo really appreciate you. It's a privilege of talking to you on phone. I'm so happy about that. Sherry, mo ní like ibi tí mo dé because mo níyàn tó jẹ́ bí daddy fún mi. Tẹ́yìn náà yìí jẹ́ mo níyàn tó bí daddy pé there is nothing that is going on about me I don't tell. Even though tẹ́yẹ pè mí gan mo ti sọ fún wọn mo pè wọ́n pé àkọ́ báyọ̀ èèyàn báwọn náà kábíyèsí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tí kò sí mi náà báyìí. Which I normally tell because.
Tí bàbá bá rí i pé ọ̀nà tọmọ yìí ń tọ̀ ọ̀nà ẹ lè gbé mi ó máa pé ọmọ ẹ̀ padà pé wá kí ló ṣe é agbára mélòó ló ní ìjà wo ló fẹ́ jà ó jẹ́ lọ fara burúkú ẹ̀ balẹ̀ kó lọ fi gbogbo ẹlẹ́fọ́ lọ́hùn kọ́ lọ́hùn ṣe ìdájọ́ kí ó lè gbèjà rẹ̀ ni ó lè gbèjà rẹ̀ o èmi tí mo sọ pé mo fẹ́ mú ẹ lọ bá dáàdì ṣé mo mọ̀ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ni.
Okay sir.
ó lè gbèjà rẹ̀.
Okay sir.
Sọ fún whoever tó bá ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ pé èmi lè máa mú ẹ lọ bá dáàdì tí nǹkan kan bá ṣe ẹ́ níbẹ̀ èmi ni kò hold responsible.
Okay.
Mo sọ pé set up ni.
Okay, no problem sir.
Like then you can now go to the internet.
Okay, no problem sir.
Kò sí nǹkan tí mo gbà bí ṣe wáyé kò sí nǹkan tí mo gbà ti lọ́wọ́ dáàdì mo rántí bóyá àgbà tó ń sọ fún mi pé mo máa ń bá wọn ṣe palliative ṣé mo sọ fún ẹ pé palliative fún wọn ṣé mo sọ fún ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún.
lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí mo tún jọba mo tún ṣe palliative do you know what it means? ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ló yẹ kí n máa fowó ara mi ṣe but bá pe dáàdi pé ẹ̀wò dáàdi owó pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi ẹ̀yẹ́ ká ṣe nǹkan fáwọn aráàlú 1,000 people ló máa ń fún mi lówó pé kì í ṣe fún. so kò sí nǹkan yes 1,200 people mo lè send invoice ẹ̀ kó lè wo dáadáa. so kò sí nǹkan tí mo gbà tí lọ́wọ́ dáàdi. I have told you ìjọba máa mú ẹ lọ bá dáàdi ẹjọ ẹ bá adarí èmi gan bí ṣe jọba ẹ máa bẹ dọ̀bálẹ̀ ìyẹn tún kọ́ because bàbá mi ni mo lè dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún ọ openly but máa ṣe ní kọ̀kọ̀ because he's my father he's everything to me adé bẹ́ẹ̀ you know mo ṣe ọ̀pọ̀ máa darí jẹ that's why he's a Christian he's a man of God you know then I can still talk to him later pé dáàdi kí lè fẹ́ kó máa ṣe kó padà máa resume lọ́fíìsì yín or kí lè fẹ́ if he says he's not comfortable with you then daddy let us settle it let him go and establish himself simple as that. How about that?
Okay, no problem, sir.
Wally, let me explain something to you. Jẹ́ kí ṣàlàyé nǹkan kan fún ẹ, ṣó ń gbọ́ mi?
Okay, mo ń gbọ́ sir.
Ó mọ̀ pé èèyàn lè jàre nílùú tá a wà yìí kó sọ àárẹ̀ èèyàn kó sọ dẹ̀ bímọ lọ́wọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣó mọ̀ ṣá?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
Má jẹ́ kí situation yìí dé stage yìí. Mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ta ló rí tó bá man of God jàre tó dẹ̀ win?
Kò sí o.
Kò sí o ṣe gan. So yẹn kò ní kó fẹ́ kó ro nìyẹn o. Owó tí o sì máa yẹ kéèyàn kọ́ gbé ẹ náà o. Èrè tí o sì máa yẹ kéèyàn kọ́kọ́ gbé ẹ sá o. O gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nǹkan tọ́kọ ẹ máa fi balẹ̀ o. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi gan ṣe wà yìí bí ṣe jọba tó tí mo ní attention state government tí mo ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Àwọn ọjà kan wá and you know they will always tell us in the MFM that choose your battle wisely. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn ọjà kan máa ń wá fẹ́ kó máa rọ́bìṣì ọ̀tá mi mọ́ mi ládùúgbò. But you know what? Because I want peace to reign, I don't want any embarrassment for myself. I'll just let it slide. That would never stop me from being an Oba that I am.
Yes.
So please be careful. Do you have the tools to fight this battle? You absolutely have nothing.
Okay.
Where are they today? Church still remains where it is today. It is even growing stronger. So, John to Lord, please, I want you to take a lesson from I want to share in the past. You don't have what it takes, so
welcome back. So I'm going to play the audio on my phone right now, and I'll be pausing and interpreting what each person said. Now, keep in mind, this is a conversation, a phone conversation recorded by Akpeji himself. And for the reason of fairness, I have the consent of Akpeji to release this audio. So where this audio has been shared to me, I have the consent of Akpeji to release the conversation to the public. So now let's play it.
Yes, sir. Mo ti gbogbo video tí mo ṣe previous one náà torúkọ yín involve àti tí mo post pé mo fẹ́ apologize sí Fúnkẹ́ Àṣekún and family torí tó fi pè yín. Gbogbo ẹ̀ mo ti delete for now. Mo ti delete gbogbo ẹ̀. Ẹ lọ check lórí wa mi. I've deleted it.
Okay, so now I was supposed to play a first audio before this one, but then I want to use it for another video tomorrow, so I'll just give you a brief hint. This king had called Akpeji in a previous audio that I'm going to release tomorrow that Akpeji should go and delete everything that he has said about the general overseer. Every single thing he has posted, including the one where he apologized to the family of Ashekun, the same family that Akpeji insulted, defamed, and lied against. Now, Akpeji lied against the family. He made a video. He insulted them. He did a lot of bad things to this family. And when Akpeji realized his mistakes and he realized that it is all about God and not about man, he came publicly and also made a video to apologize to the family, to beg them that he is sorry and he regrets his actions. Now, this king then called Akpeji and told him to delete all of it. And now Akpeji called the king back and said, I have done exactly just as you have asked. But then This case is getting interesting. Let's go.
Mo fẹ́ kó ṣe video mi, send account number of this center.
Okay.
Mo fẹ́ kó ṣe video mi. Jọ̀ọ́ tó lọ. Sure.
So now the king then said, now that you have deleted the video of everything you've said of everything you've apologized to the Ashekuns and everything you've said, now I need you to make another video. Send your bank details. I need you to make another video. And I also need you to send your account number. What do they want that video to contain?
Video level kì í ṣe sá.
Mo apologize for MFM, I apologize for Daddy.
Sá.
But I apologize. Wale.
Now, they want him to make a video to apologize to the Mountain of Fire Miracle Ministries. And they also need him to make a video to apologize to the General Overseer of MFM. It is okay. Now, it is okay for Akpeji to humiliate another person. It is okay for Akpeji to destroy another person's reputation. It is okay for Akpeji to lie against another person. It is okay for Akpeji to concoct stories that never existed. Tarnish the image of a family that did nothing wrong. When he was doing it, this king did not call Akpeji to take that video down. That he should be fair and he should fear God. But the moment this man Akpeji, came outside to apologize for his actions, now the king is interested. Now the king wants him to take the videos down, which he did. But also, they need him to make a video apologizing to MFM and to the General Overseer. The only person that you're allowed to apologize to is MFM. Every other person that you've hurt in the process of trying to prop up the image of MFM, they are just casualties. But we are just getting started. Okay. So when Akpeji then raised an objection, the king said, shh, listen to me. I gave birth to you because I am a king. So because you're a king, he said, Shongbomi, can you hear me? I gave birth to you. Oba Balori Ongbobo. Akpeji said, okay, I'm a king. He said, I'm a king. Do you know what it means to be called a king? And Akpeji says, in Yoruba culture, when you're a king, you're supreme. So for that reason, his word is absolute. So he said, consider the fact that I even told you to send your bank details so that I can give you money. Even if it is just 50,000 that I will send to you.
Let me explain this to you, Shongbomi.
Okay.
Now, see, if I am able to do that, send such money to you, I can take you to Daddy. Daddy don't matter to me now.
Okay. So he said that he's going to send the money to Akpeji, even though it is just 50,000 naira. He would then take him to Daddy. Who is this Daddy? Daniel Kolawole Olukoya.
And the relationship will go back to how it used to be.
So they said they will take him back to Daniel Olukoya to beg, and if there's anything that Olukoya is not comfortable with, they will bend it. And if Olukoya does not want him around him anymore, Olukoya will give Akpeji money to go and establish himself.
It's as simple as that. But if I willingly advise someone, that is the kind of relationship I keep with Daddy. You mean?
He said if Olukoya doesn't give, he would influence Olukoya to give Akpeji money to go and start a good life of his own.
I will talk to Daddy. See, if I feel comfortable with you coming around him, I could tell him that, okay, Daddy establish a company, and you come back to MFM. simple as that. It's as simple as that. And in that regard, whoever to they can come through you.
Okay. So now they will establish Akpeji, and in that regard, whoever wants to now see daddy for more deliverance can come through Akpeji.
You understand what I'm saying? So let's do it, please. Let us do it that way.
So Akpeji asks for a chance to be heard.
I really appreciate you. It's a privilege of talking to you on phone. I'm so happy about that. Because
Akpeji said he's happy that the man has called, the normal preamble, that he has a father that he also talks to, and he tells the person everything going on.
Which I normally tell because
so now let's start from this next audio. So now the king here is saying that there's something called Jogunmi. It means that let the war end. That if a father should see that this war, this route that the child is taking might end up swallowing the child whole, the father will call the child and tell the child to let the matter slide. So now he is asking Akpeji that what power do you think you have? Do you think you have the money to fight this battle? Do you think what power do you think you have? How much do you think you have in your bank account? What fight do you think you can fight? You are better go and sit down and just let everything go. And let God be the judge. Can you defend yourself? You cannot defend yourself. Me that I said I will take you to go and see the daddy, Daniel Kola Olukoya. Do you think I don't know what I'm saying?
okay, sir.
You cannot defend yourself. Tell whoever you're talking to, you're the same. Okoji said he has a father that he talks to. So he said, tell your father that I, the king, says that I will take you to meet Daniel Kola Olukoya. And if anything happens to you when you go there, they should hold me responsible. So Akpeji knows that he might be killed. And now the king is saying, if anything happens to you, they should hold me responsible. Because Akpeji says it countless times that he has the ability. He says it that during Miss Funke's page, he says that sometimes he says it that this man has the ability to kill people if he wants to kill people. So now he's saying that if anything happens to you, they should hold me responsible.
Okay, no problem.
He said, if anything happens to you, they should hold me responsible and accuse me of setting you up. So you can understand that there is more to this issue. Okay?
You can now go to the internet.
After that, the person can then go to the internet. Now, dude, have you seen this movie, Jack Sparrow? Dead men tell no tales. If you go to the internet and Akpeji is already dead, does it bring back the person that has been killed? Okay. There is nothing I had that before that it does not give me. Now, they make reference to the days that they used to do palliatives. This king used to do palliative with the Olukoya. That's what he said. He said even when he used to do palliative for Daniel Kola Olukoya, and even when he became the king, he was still doing palliatives. He said he will call Olukoya for money to do palliative, and Olukoya will give him money to do palliatives. They do palliatives for 1,200 people. They have invoice for it. There's nothing he asked for Olukoya that Olukoya will not give him. He said he would take him to meet Olukoya to ask for forgiveness. And he said he, as a king, would prostrate flat to beg Olukoya. He said Olukoya is his father. Now, he cannot prostrate before Olukoya in public because it's not allowed. Kings are not allowed to prostrate before anybody. But why is this king prostrating? So he said he cannot prostrate to Olukoya in public, but he will prostrate to Olukoya in secret because he's his father. In
Because
secret.
he's my father. He's everything to me.
He's everything to
I
him.
just baby.
And they
You
will
know?
beg.
That's why he's a Christian. He's a man of
He
God.
will forgive him because he's
You
a
know?
Christian. He's a man of God.
I can still talk to him later. Resume l'office.
Now, he said he would talk to him later and ask Olukoya, what does he want Akpeji to do? Does he want Akpeji to resume in his office, back in Olukoya's office, or...
If he says it's not comfortable with you, then that let us settle it. Let him go and establish himself. Simple as that.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay, no problem, sir.
Wally, let me explain something to you. Jackie ṣàlàyé nǹkan kan fún aṣọ nǹkan mi.
Okay, mo ń gbọ́, sir.
Ó mọ̀ pé èèyàn lè jàre nílùú tá a wà yìí kó sọ àárẹ̀ èèyàn kó sọ dẹ̀ bímọ lọ́wọ́.
Okay. So now he's saying here with his own mouth that in Nigeria, you might be in the right. You might be doing the right thing in Nigeria, and they will twist your judgment and convict you. That's what he's saying. He's saying, do you know that in Nigeria, you might be the innocent one, and they will twist your judgment and turn it into a conviction? And he was asking Akpeji, do you know that can happen? Do you know that happens in Nigeria? And Akpeji said, yes.
Ṣó mọ̀ ṣá?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Do you know? Akpeji
Má
said
jẹ́
yes.
kí situation in this stage here.
So he said, don't allow that situation to get to that stage. Is he threatening Akpeji? Wait, don't let me jump into conclusions. Hold on. Now, this is a king. Igbakeji Orisha. That is opening his mouth and saying that, do you know that in Nigeria, you can be innocent and they will twist your judgment and make you guilty? Don't let your situation get to that stage. Who are in this issue? Olukoya and Akpeji. And he's saying that in this Nigeria, you can be innocent. So if he's innocent, Olukoya is guilty. He knows. And he says, but we can twist it. It can be twisted where you become the guilty party. Don't let it get to that.
Mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
I want to ask you
Ta
something.
ló rí tó bá man of God jà rí tó dẹ̀ win?
Who have you ever seen that has had an issue with a man of God and he wins?
Kò sí o.
Kò sí o ṣe gan.
Akpeji said nobody. He said, okay, thank you for that.
So yẹ nǹkan tí fẹ́ kó ro nìyẹn o.
He said, that's what I want you to think.
Owó tí o tì í máa kí ọkọ gbé ẹ náà o.
The money you don't have, don't let anybody make you spend it.
Èrè tí o sì máa kí ọkọ gbé ẹ sá o.
The race you cannot run, don't let anybody force you to run it.
O gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nǹkan tọ́pẹ́ máa fi balẹ̀ o.
Do something that will give you peace of mind. So now, these people are not even hiding it anymore.
Bí ṣe jọba tó tí mo ní attention state government tí mo ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Àwọn ọjà kan wá and you know they will always tell us in them.
He said, even me as I am like this, there are some fights, even though I'm a king, that I don't get myself into.
MFM that choose your battle wisely. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀
Choose
kọ́?
your battle wisely.
Àwọn ọjà kan máa ń wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa ń rọ́bìṣì ọ̀tá mi mọ́ mi ládùúgbò. But you know what? Because I want peace to reign, I don't want any embarrassment for myself. I'll just let it slide. That would never stop me from being an Oba that I am.
Yes.
So please be careful. Do you have the tools to fight this battle? You absolutely have nothing.
Now, this is the king of Iwaya. This is the king of Iwaya. If you are I don't even know how to say it. If you're someone from Iwaya and you go to see this man for a case that pertains to you and you ask for justice, do you think justice will be served? Because I want us to start to understand what is actually going on. Now, this is Akpeji, the same one that has been the golden boy before. He made an apology video to the Ashekuns for calling her husband a rapist when he had raped nobody, for calling the family bunch of thieves when they stole nothing, for accusing them of things that did not happen, for embarrassing them, for humiliating them. And this king calls Akpeji and tells him to take it down. Tells him to delete everything off his Facebook page, so that they can continuously blackball the family. Because I want you to sit down and think that you might be the next person. It might be the turn of your family. Just pray to God that you don't get into trouble with Olukoya. Because I have another chat of somebody that told me that the reason why he had issues with Olukoya was because Olukoya was pestering him to bring his wife for corridor deliverance and he refused. And within a twinkle of an eye, that man's life turned upside down. I saw the chat. In fact, I had already made a video on it, but then I cannot present it because the person said I should hold on, because they are using it for something. And in that chat, Olukoya TF, he did not even hide it. He told the man, bring your wife. And here, I'm telling you that this thing is so messed up that you cannot go to the police. You cannot go anywhere. You are stuck. That is the amount of power that they have. Where a king can open his mouth and tell a Nigerian citizen, Odin Diobato Balori Ongbogbo, that is supposed to be the Igbakeji Orisha, that is supposed to weigh things. Oba that is supposed to be independent. He's saying that he will prostrate in secret. So that you can see how messed up Nigeria is. And a king can open his mouth and tell somebody. Now, the question is, what happened between Akpeji and Olukoya? What happened between Akpeji and Olukoya? Where a king can tell somebody that, do you know that in Nigeria you might be innocent, and they will turn that innocency into guilt. So be careful. I want you, because Kebalemo, how upside down all these useless religious leaders have turned themselves. A king is telling you that, sure, you know that in Nigeria, you can be innocent and they will convict you and declare you guilty. And he said, don't let your case get to that. So this man knows that Akpeji is innocent. But yet, so that he can know what... See, you people don't understand what is going on. How this man is now a terror. He's now a terror for everybody. You think in a small matter that he caught somebody and told the person, the police has provided me your chat. How many weeks after did that woman release an apology video? Because now there's something that is always preeminent. Now everybody, they ask them to release apology video. He told Debbie to release apology video. They are telling Akpeji to release apology video. The woman that said that they terrorized on their voice note that you listen to, they told that woman too to release apology video. Abi, was she the one that released apology video herself? We can conclude that they told her to release apology video based on the things that we are seeing now. Conveniently, the woman released apology video. If you look at the video, so you know that she was reading a script. You will just know that she was not in the right frame of mind. She did not look relaxed at all. And this is the king telling Akpeji that, do you know that in Nigeria, justice can be thwarted? Openly. So that you know that when Cherry Kabale fuck Bubu, I told you Bubu Nta said leave you Bubu I do my bag. So that you can know that when you go to church MFM and you are praying to God of justice, just pray to God that you don't enter Lukoya's wahala. You will now know that God is not with him at all. This is a king declaring that they can pervert justice. He does not have the tools. He does not have the money. So the rule of law has been thrown outside the window. Not even by politicians now. It's not politicians. Tori Emma Lemo, the reason why Nigeria is the way it is, you have been scammed. Now your religious leaders now. No be so. The king is now telling the victim. I mean, right now, Akpeji no be victim. That you know that justice can be thwarted. You don't have the funds. So send your account number. Let us give you 50,000 naira. Shut the hell up. Make the video and go and apologize. For God's sake. But my dear, you have not even heard anything. On Akpeji, it is a scoop. The question we should have asked is, what happened between Akpeji and Olukoya? Now, the king is saying that he should not worry. He will take him to Olukoya. If anything happens to him there, they should hold him as responsible. What does it mean by if anything happens to him? Because Akpeji himself said it in Mrs. Funke's video. That no be shere. No be beans. The guy had to flee the country because they were going to kill him. He said if he knew they were going to kill him. And the king also said that if anything happens to you, then the person whoever your father is can go on social media and claim it is a setup. What was going to happen? What was the thing they were thinking was going to happen to Akpeji? What? So you can understand the reason why Debbie is afraid to come out. He thinks in her beans. Allegedly, according to Akpeji, this man can send assassin to you. Allegedly. He can send assassins to you. Allegedly no. Just yesterday, on Mrs. Funke Ashekun's page, somebody came on live and declared her name publicly and said they are on issue. And she said something. She said a pastor came to drop his resignation letter barely few days after the man was dead. He came to resign that he's no longer working for Mountain of Fire Miracle Ministries barely few days after the man died, according to the woman. According to Mrs. Funke Ashekun, when they went to submit their resignation letter, Olukoya told her husband that they are people that they came and told him that they were no longer working for him anymore. They were no longer working on the MFM, and they died. Is that connecting dots for you? On Funke Asheku's page, another caller called in again. I made reference to a pastor at their ministry school or something that had issues with Olukoya, and Olukoya, according to the man, allegedly, that the man said Olukoya accused him of theft, and barely few days later, and the man said he didn't steal anything, and the man was very, very sad, so much that they had to contribute money for the man to go home, allegedly few days after the man was dead. Are you people connecting the dots? And this is a king opening his mouth to say that, you know that in Nigeria, justice can be thwarted. Say that in Nigeria, you might be right, and they will thwart your justice. A king. If the king, Igbakeji Orisha, can have eyes and still say that, you know that in Nigeria you can be innocent and they will declare you guilty, do you have the funds? Is this still Christianity we are practicing? Because a lot of tea will be spilled. Mewan Shele, the Mountain of Fires and Miracle Ministries. Now, I want to put a caveat out there. Yeah, sorry, I just went to get my nails done. I just got back home. Everything concerning the exhibit called Akpeji, and everything that I'll be saying that transpired between Akpeji and Olukoya are not things that I've seen myself, but they are based on the things that Akpeji said to me. The things that Akpeji showed me. I'm talking about confidential chats that he has showed me, the chats he has shown me, the audio he has given to me, the pictures he has sent to me, that shows to me beyond reasonable doubt that there is fire on the mountain. But to be fair on both sides, all those things I will state right now are things that I heard and I've been told by Akpeji, allegedly. Now, concerning the audio you have listened to, I've gotten consent from Akpeji himself to release this audio to the general public. So I hope you enjoy what you've seen today concerning day 4. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Have a great day.